Hello, it is A Nikki B on the scene, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another beat with me. And if you are not, welcome back. Okay, so let's just cut right to the chase. So Cleo Trapper actually posted to TikTok of 6 parts about her experience on tour with Ice Spice. Now, if you guys do not know who the hell Ice Spice is this untalented rapper from the Bronx, and she honestly rose to fame in 2.5 seconds because of her just simply being light skinned, conventionally pretty, and probably sleeping around with a lot of people. But that is Ice Spice. She has performed with Taylor Swift. She has performed on a song with Nicki Minaj. I'm about to say performed with on stage, but I don't think she was ever on stage with Nicki Minaj. But they definitely have a couple of songs together. But you know, she just kind of just been in the mix with a lot of different celebrities and fell out with a lot of different celebrities that she has worked with, etc., blah blah blah. And she always kind of found herself in a lot of drama in regards to just her personality and how she acts and how she moves, and if you guys don't remember Baby Storm, she also kind of exposed Ice Spice for just being a weirdo, talking about people, talking about her, this and that, and just claiming that people are just jealous of her and da da da. And I remember really greatly that a lot of people were coming for Baby Storm. They thought it was weird that she was even exposing it, and how it was weird to kind of bring your friendship, ex-friendship business to the internet. And I'm gonna find it really odd because I'm like, what she did is no different than anybody else coming online expressing themselves of how they fell out with the person and what happened within that relationship or whatever the case may be. But a lot of people were coming for Baby Storm and that how she should have quote unquote handle it differently. I'm like, great, another reason for you guys to police black women and how they express themselves. But I digress. So now we're going to go into Cleo Trapper. Fast forward, and a lot of people believe that they were like the closest of friends, and they weren't. Their relationship was more so business than it was a friendship. They were cool with each other. They're from New York, all this extra stuff, but I believe it was a little more businessy than it was friendship wise. But either way, they did have a somewhat close relationship, and this was kind of like for the last 2 years, 3 years they had that. One day, Ice Spice needed somebody to come on tour. She wanted Cleo to come on tour, but keep in mind she told her last minute. Like I told about, she had like a day to prepare everything to go on this 30-day tour with Ice Spice. And Cleo was like, at first she wanted to decline it because she got her own thing going on. She has her brand deal, she has her own shows that she got to worry about, and also she has a man. Okay, she can't be out here just out willy-nilly. She got people and things to worry about. But, she just saw that as an opportunity and was like, you know what, why not? And then on top of that, because she did know Ice Spice personally, she felt like, okay, maybe it might be good, whatever, right? So she ends up accepting the offer to work with Ice Spice. If you guys want to watch the video of Cleopatra's 6 parts, please just go to her TikTok page. I'm just going to jump right to where things started to go left. But if you guys want to get the full story, the nitty gritty, please go to Cleo Trapper's TikTok page where she tells it all. And yes, I watch every single part. I spent an hour, some change, watching it all because I needed to know what was going on. But anywho, so I'm gonna go to the nitty gritty. So she said when Cleopatra was talking her story, she said like it started like in Philly. Now while they were in Philly, she performed. It has something to do with like the luggage, and Cleo is on this tour, so she's kind of expecting to be treated like she's on this tour with people. And imagine going to being told you're going to be on tour and that you're going to be with this person. Like Ice Spice was like, no, you're going to be with me, you're going to be in my room, you're going to be good, and no one around you is treating you with the utmost respect. They're leaving your stuff, they're not telling you anything, like basically they're not communicating anything. It's like you have to kind of just figure it out. And then when you address it to people, then everybody want to act like they don't know what's going on. And that's essentially what was happening with Cleo. Like, she kept being told one thing by Ice Spice, but getting treated differently by her team. And that was the hugest issue. And on top of that, Ice never spoke up for her or even tried to use the power that she had to make sure, like Cleo said in her words, that if she was good. It happened in Philly. It has something to do with the luggage, and the security guard didn't want to take it because he did not work for Cleo, and all this yada yada stuff about Cleo not being a part of the budget, this and that, da da da. Like, it was just weird. All because Ice Spice was like, I don't want them to basically seem like they're working for her as well. It was just really weird. And then on multiple occasions, Cleo actually did try to address some things with Ice Spice about how she was acting and what was going on and this and that in a very respectful manner. I would say this is like a perfect example of how to have mature conversations and just have a high level of emotional intelligence, because let that be anybody else, Ice Spice will be in the ground. You know, she tried to have these conversations with her, and Ice Spice pretty much deflected a lot of it. Definitely was a little bit of gaslighting for sure, and just did not really try to rectify the situation. And it just kind of left Cleo up in the wind with everything. And then at one point, I believe Cleo was in Ice Spice's room, and she had her tote bag, like her Teflon tote bag, and she put it on the floor. She put it on the side of the chair. Now, with everything going on, I would say that I would have not trusted anything around this girl based on how she would have, based on what she was treating me like and how her team was treating me like. It's like my trust senses would have just been down. I was like, nah, like everything has to be with me. If it means I gotta carry my luggage and do this my damn self, then I'm gonna do that, because at least I'm gonna know where my stuff is at, and I'm not putting that in the hands of y'all who's not gonna care about me, who does not care about my well-being, etc. She was in the room, she was chatting it up, whatever case may be, and then she had to go perform, she had to do something, but she left her Teflon bag next to the couch or the chair, whatever. So next thing you know, she says she comes back and her Teflon bag is outside the door. So Ice Spice puts her bag outside the door, and keep in mind, this is at the, I think, like a hotel or they're at the venue, but the point is she left it outside. A bunch of randoms is walking by, so you already know what happened next. Somebody took this girl's card and spent $700 on some random luxury website. And even though she was able to get her money back ASAP, but that's besides the point. The point is this girl Ice Spice did not care about this girl at all. And it's like, how would you feel somebody did that to your stuff? You know what I'm saying? Just took your things and put it out there, and you don't care what happened. You don't know what's in her bag. You don't know if she had medicine or something like that, or something important, and now you got strangers going through her stuff because you just could not bear to see her bag in your room. Like, you just did not want her things in your room, when you was the one who said, hey, don't worry about getting a room, like your own room, because you're gonna be with me. Like, that's really weird. And it just felt like every time anything happened, it's like Ice Spice tried to make it a thing to embarrass Cleo. Any chance that she got to embarrass her, to belittle her, to condescend, whatever, all that, just to bring her down and ultimately dehumanize her. She wanted to dehumanize her as much as she can because she is jealous of Cleo. She wants to be Cleo. She wants to be pretty like her. She wants to have the style like her. She wants to have the personality. You want to be well liked, but you can't get to that point because you don't got it. And the main thing that Ice Spice definitely don't have is talent. And I know a lot of people like to deride her all the time, but I'm shit. Sorry, not sorry. This bitch ain't shit. I'ma just keep it a buck. And I don't mean to go too crazy, in the video. I'm trying to keep it cute and demure, but she's very not cutesy. Like, it just really does not make any sense for her to even act that way. Like I said, I digress. But the whole point of it is that it just seemed like she just kept trying to dehumanize Cleo in every chance that she got. And it was just really weird. To an extent, it felt a little colorist, because I'm like, Cleo is a black woman. She is a dark-skinned black woman. We also understand how black women are treated in society, especially when you are of a darker complexion. It definitely were some colorism within that, some undertones of that. And it just sucks because when you don't have your team around you or have people that's willing to, for lack of a better word, fight for you, it's going to be really hard to move in spaces like that. And honestly, my advice to Cleo is to pay attention to the signs. I understand that opportunities can come and go. We might think that, hey, if we don't do this, then we might not ever get another opportunity. There's going to be so many opportunities that we're going to see, but not every opportunity is going to be for us. We have to just be mindful of the signs that we see. And sometimes I understand, we like to have faith in the Lord. Trust me, we all do. We all believe that maybe it's a sign for him that we have to keep going. But no, sometimes God will also show us signs for us to not keep going, because he's trying to gear us into another path that's just going to be better for us than what we are thinking that's for us. I don't even know if I explained that right. That's why I'm not a preacher. But I just think that sometimes signs is in place for us to go to take a different path. And I just felt like the whole Teflon bag, like the whole luggage thing, then it was like more things that Ice Spice did, like the whole room situation. I think she said at one point they was on an elevator, because I think Ice Spice's boyfriend, whoever it was, on the elevator, and she wanted to like play around whatever with him, or whatever the case may be, and she was like, oh, you gonna get your own room? And it's like all of a sudden now I have to get my own room. Now you don't want me to be in the same room with you. It's just really weird energy. And then on top of that, they having secret dinners. Like, she went to go eat separately, and more than half the people on the tour bus did not eat. Like, it was just like, why are you moving like that? But yeah, so I just think she just had to look at the signs. And this could go for anybody. It's not just for Cleo. It's for myself. It's for you. Anybody. Please look at those signs. If the sign is telling you like, maybe I should not be around this person. Maybe I should not take on this opportunity based on the logistics. Like, it's last minute, you're not getting paid, you're probably not going to have a lot of things that's going to really help you prepare to perform every night, to travel. Like, all of this is expensive. One thing I learned about this music industry is very cutthroat, and a lot of times you're probably going to be putting your own money into that, and you're going to be on your own, So it's just so many factors and a lot of signs that I just feel like that sometimes it ain't God pushing you to do it. Sometimes God is pushing you away from it. Overall, I just really think Ice Spice is really a fake girl. She is a mean girl. She's very mean spirit. She doesn't have any soul. I would say let this be served as a lesson to all of you, okay? Not everybody is your friend, but that's all I had to say to this situation. What do you guys think about it? Please leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. I really want to know what's people's perspectives upon this. This situation is up and blowing up, so please let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be back again with another video. Deuces.